All right, welcome everyone, and welcome to Clumsy Clairvoyance. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are not new here, welcome back. Either way, I do appreciate you being here very, very much. Happy hump day, right? I believe it's hump day. Whoop whoop. Happy hump day to everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week. If not, I hope it gets better. I will take care of some quick housekeeping and then we will dive into readings. Okay, so for those of you that are new or just need a quick recap on how the readings run around here, if you send in a tip or donation, first off, thank you for doing so. You'll get priority. You'll get to cut to the front of the line, and of course, you'll get more cards. However, if you can't send in for a tip or donation, that is okay. What you can do is type your question into the chat, or if you want a general reading, type that in the chat. But let me know. You could just like mark it with a star or say it's a starred reading. I will star that. It'll go in a little folder over here on StreamYard, and either in between the paid for readings or when I am completely done with them, then I will get to those starred questions. Okay. So having said that, let me hop back in the chat. Give me just a sec. No, you are not late, Edward. Good to see you. I love the energy here. Just peaceful and relaxed. Y'all are so nice. Aw. Aw, you're so sweet, Phyllis. We love you. So, Phyllis, good to see you. Sweet Misery, good to see you. Edward, good to see you. Farrell, arf, arf. She'll be on a break in a few minutes. Rabbit, very good to see you, Lovey. If I missed anyone, let me know in the chat. All right, so good to see everybody. No paid for readings right now. However, I'm going to take Sweet Miseries first, and then Phyllis, I will take yours. All right, so Sweet Misery would like to know, hello, am I meeting anyone anytime soon? I can donate on the 21st. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. So I'm assuming you mean romantically. All right, so Spirit Angels and Guides. Please come through for Sweet Misery. Spirit Angels and Guides for Sweet Misery. Sweet Misery would like to know, is she going to be meeting anyone romantically anytime soon? Will she be meeting someone romantically anytime soon? Will she be meeting anyone romantically anytime soon? Oh, those are too poppy. Will Sweet Misery be meeting anyone romantically anytime soon? All right. So we have the Fool in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords in reverse. You got some extras. I'm going to throw them in there, though. The Empress in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't see anyone coming in the immediate future. And it kind of feels like that maybe that gets you down a little bit. So there is a message. Don't let it get you down too much because there is a few options coming up in a little bit more of a distant future with the Two of Pentacles. You'll have two different ones actually coming up. So it won't be as immediate as you like it, but there will be someone coming up, I'd say, within the next few months. So there you go, my dear. Maddie, good to see you. Maddie, be on it, yo. Maddie, be on it, yo. Maddie, be on it, yo. Ah, woo! Ah, woo! Thank you, Maddie. You had a great show tonight. That's a good point, too, Sweet Misery. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I'm glad to hear the weather is getting warmer. I have arrived, Maddie. Thank you. And whenever you see Maddie or any of the mods dropping links, I encourage everyone to sub up to one another. It's free 99, and it's nice to support one another. All right, so Phyllis, you want to know astrological signs. So give me a minute. I'm going to grab my astrology dice. Okay, Phyllis? Hold, please. All right, Phyllis. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what pops out for you, my dear. Hold on, looking for the other dice in here. There we go. All right, so let's see what comes through, my dear. All right, so it looks like we have is that Venus or Mars? Hold on, I'll double check it. And you have Sagittarius coming through nice and strong for the astrological sign. But I included the planet the planetary dice as well. Hold on, I'm looking them up real fast just to double check. I think it's Venus or Mars. Which one is it? Let's see. Venus. Okay, so I would say I would narrow it down to Sagittarius, Taurus, or Libra. Libra, Taurus, or Sagittarius are going to be your three signs that I would limit it down to. Also, I would say if it's not like one of those signs, that would be like their secondary sign, like their rising sign or their moon sign, okay? Now, as far as physical, like how they look physically, can you tell us anything about the physical characteristics of Phyllis's next guy coming towards her in her life? Physical attributes. Looking for identifiers. Okay, so can I get one more? No, we want one more. We need identifier. Nope. Let's see if any of them. We want identifier cards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say they have gray or blue eyes is coming through because the identifiers, the only identifier we got was the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm going to say gray or bluish gray eyes. We do have the Lovers also, but that doesn't tell you too much. So yeah, I'm going to say an identifier with them would be gray or bluish gray eyes. So there you go, my dear. Whoopsie. Thank you, Ash. Farrah was saying if you would like a card, let me know. Ash, if you would like a card, let me know. And I said, get it in while you can fit it in because there is no paid for readings at this time. So, again, this boomer says, get it in while you can fit it in. It's crazy because I know this guy that is a Sagittarius, and he's conceited a little bit, a little that almost describes him. Whoa. Boomer and a Zoomer. Shush, 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 Farrell. What was that with the hand? LOL. All right, Farrell. I'm going to take that as a yes. You would love a card for today. All right, so spirit, angels, and guides. Please come through for Farrell. Spirit, angels, and guides. Please come through for Farrell. Messages for Farrell today. Messages for Farrell. I wonder, did you have this card recently? I feel like you did. 10 of Wands. You are carrying too much on your shoulders. Look how angry she looks in this photo. Look, she's like, I have to carry all this crap from here to Timbuktu and no one to help me. You have too much weight on your shoulders. Get rid of some of it. You don't have to carry all that burden. All right. Angel Ash in his house. Yes, the show was great tonight, right? All right, so spirit, angels, and guides. Please come through for Ash. Spirit, angels, and guides. Please come through for Ash. Messages for Ash today. Messages for Ash today. Ash, we have the Six of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like there's something that's going to bring you a lot of nostalgia today, okay? Or it's going to remind you of the past. It could even be someone from the past, like reaching out to you today. I think it's a good day. Also, the Hermit in reverse, it's a good day to come out of your shell a little bit more and to be a little bit more social than maybe what you normally are. So there you go, my dear. Farrell, I don't think that's what that means, but okay. Let me know what's a good day for a Canada show. You're very welcome, Lovey. All right, Rabbit, let me know if you're still here, my dear. I'm going to pull you your cards. All right, so Spirit, Angels, and Guides. Please come through. Rabbit. Spirit, Angels, and Guides. Please come through for Rabbit. Please have messages for Rabbit today. All right, messages for Rabbit today. Anything else? So there is a message today. King of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I would say there is a sense of like emotional peace today, right? Or within like you, family, or within a group. However, the Eight of Wands literally speaks to being clumsy. So be careful, like when you're crossing the street, when you're driving, whatever you're doing today, be careful and be mindful. Make sure you're you're looking both ways before you cross the street, etc. Because this really is the card of being clumsy when it's in reverse. So there you go, Lovey. How could you, Mel? She doesn't mean it. Speaking of Mel, let me timestamp her. lovely Pager, welcome. Cute name, by the way. The Spirit Angels and Guides. Please get through for Mel. Spirit Angels and Guides. Message of Mel today. Messages from Mel. Messages from Mel today. The Six of Wands. Expect a lot of credit today, a victory, some celebration. And it's very much credit where credit is due. So enjoy it. And thank you, lovely. Appreciate you. Go ahead and type your question in the chat whenever you are ready. And you're very welcome, Robert. My pleasure. While everyone is here, please make sure you hit the like. And if you have not, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you, lovely. Appreciate it. Oh, hold on, lovely. We got to play the song for you. Hold, please.
I think we got a super chat. 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 Super chat. I think we got a 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 super chat. Super chat.
And thank you again, lovely. Lovely, real quick, if you don't mind, let me know in the chat if you're single or dating, or even if it's complicated, whatever it is, let me know in the chat if you don't mind. All right, single, got it. Okay, so spirit angels and guides, please come through for lovely. What is coming for lovely in love? What is coming towards lovely in love and in romance? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. I wonder if you got burned recently, or there's something kind of carrying on from a past relationship or experience, because we have the Nine of Wands right after the 10. And this is really the wounded warrior, kind of defensive. And I think it's made you feel a little bit emotionally stunted or unavailable. However, though, the King of Cups, even though the Queen is here in reverse, this is still considered to me like a perfect match, so to speak. So there is someone coming up that I would say is actually a really good potential for you. I would say they're well established. And the King of Cups, they could be a water sign, all right? So that would be Pisces. That would also be Cancer and Scorpio. Or they would have that heavily in their chart. I think mostly, though, they're stable, they're empathetic. A lot of times you'll hear of the King of Cups referred to kind of as the counselor or the doctor. So they kind of give off that vibe emotionally, okay? So there you go, my dear. And if I had to guess, I'd say either your age or older than you. And Magical Dream Waiver, I start your question. After the paid for readings, I will get to it, okay? And thank you. Have a good one, Farrell. Arf, arf. Okay, let me find your second question, lovely. Hold, please. Did you put your second one in yet, love? I don't see it if you did. Mel, arf, arf. We were just talking about you. You had a great card for today, by the way. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I know I timestamped you. It wasn't that long ago. Where am I? There I am. Mel, your timestamp is 4015, just so you know you had a good reading. All right. And lovely, thank you. Good question. I like this one. Okay. So, spirit angels and guides, please come through for lovely. Will lovely be able to freeze her eggs by the summer? Will lovely be able to freeze her eggs by the summer? Can I get an upright yes and a reverse no? Okay, and then why or why not? We have the devil coming through. Are you a Capricorn by chance? Just curious. If not, that's fine. So we have the Hierophant coming through as the answer card, the Seven of Wands coming through, and the Devil. So the Hierophant in reverse is a no. However, when we kind of ask for explanations or as to why, it feels like you get offset or off track for some reason. That's why I did ask if you're a Capricorn, because we have the Devil coming through. And that can really speak to addictions or bad habits or something maybe that you haven't given up, like in a physical sense, maybe like no salt and you're still eating salt. So something like that, I would say when this comes through this way, it's almost like a warning sign, like make sure you're taking care of your health, make sure you're doing everything you can to kind of prevent this, so to speak. I know that the devil likes to come and chill out. Devil's not so bad. Okay, good. Because there's a vibe here with the Seven of Wands too. I feel like you get so close and then like you almost want to give up, or it's like, oh, you're just like you're tired of doing this or tired of following that. So whatever like strict regimen you may be on, the message really is to prevent that. Because one thing about the future is always changing, right? It's fluid. So when I do these readings, I like to tell people if it's an answer they don't particularly like, especially right, know that the future is always changing. It's fluid and it's definitely constructed by our own choices. So it's not like you don't have time to fix the error. So there you go, Lovey. What's wrong? What's wrong with the devil? The reason they gave um Capricorn the devil is because of the goat horns or whatever. Of course, and thank you. I appreciate you being here. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe, Lovey. I would definitely appreciate it. I love your little picture too. It's adorable. Why not eagle? Oh, Phyllis. Magical Dream Waver. Are you still here by chance? This is a question I never had, so I'm intrigued and I'm excited about this question actually. Thank you for my tulips. Yes, magical dream. Where have you gone? If you are here, let us know. By the way, who wants to hear a fun fact or something that I'm working on behind the scenes, so to speak? Raise your hands, kids, if you want to know a fun fact. Phyllis, be on it, yo. Uh-oh, Farrell. Okay, Phyllis said she would. Thank you, Phyllis. Okay, so me and Moose recently saw a movie, okay? And in the movie, some people were undergoing hypnosis, right? If you've heard of hypnosis in the chat, raise your hand. I feel like almost everybody has. If you have an opinion about hypnosis too, I would love, love, love to hear it in the chat. But me and Moose have kind of been speaking, like I said, behind the scenes recently about like different kind of lives we want to do together or like shows, etc. And one of the things we were talking about, because I think that Moose is very kind of like naturally skeptical. And I kind of am too, in a way, but I would definitely say I lean more towards a believer than a skeptic. So I kind of like having his like pushback when it comes to certain things. But anyway, so we're talking about the subject of hypnosis got brought up, and we were saying maybe we should do something on hypnosis. And I told him, I said, let me do some like homework on it, because I honestly I don't know too much about hypnosis. I'm not gonna pull your chain here. I really don't. So like the last couple of days I've been digging in deep about hypnosis, and I found out a really weird kind of creepy fact about hypnosis like throughout history. You're kind of sort of with it. Yeah, well, any info you have, let me know. I would love to hear your opinion on it. So, but here's the fun fact that I found during some of my digging, my rabbit hole searching, is that did you know in the late 1800s, hypnosis was used for some like major surgeries? Like they would put people under hypnosis for surgeries. Can you imagine? Oh, I like when I read it, I was like, no way, no way. So I had to double check it, but no, that's correct. That for some surgeries, not all, but they would put people, and there were some major like surgeries listed under there too. But for some surgeries, they would put people under a like hypnosis. I'm like, what the? Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it when I read it. What a good question. OMG, I'm going to write that down, Rabbit. Hold on. Hold, please. good question. So look, so this is a very good point, Rabbit, what you just brought up, because that's one thing I've known about hypnosis for the longest is that it does seem to work on some people and on others it won't. So, but the fact is you will like see that right away. You will know pretty much like within about a half an hour if someone is like receptive to it or not receptive to it. So, having said that though, so this is what I would say about, when you say, can you be hypnotized over the internet? I would say it's possible because doing a lot of research I've done so far, okay, I haven't done all of it, obviously, but there's a lot of talk, especially with like the hypnotists or the ones who kind of took the study of it and went the furthest with it, of being able to focus like on a certain object and tune into it for a longer period of time or for a certain amount of time. So something like this would induce hypnosis. So I'm somebody, if I look at this long enough, I will go almost in a meditative state, but I don't quite think I would get to a hypnotic state, okay? But some people looking at this long enough could go into a hypnotic state because what they found during research was a super hyper focus on one thing allows all the other thoughts and everything else to kind of float away to be focused just on this one object. A lot of people use it for stuff like that too. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I agree. I think it's definitely a possibility. But yeah, so that's something I've kind of been looking at behind the scenes. So that was that fun fact about the using hypnosis as an anesthetic. I was like, what the what? All right, so got a few more readings and then we'll get into oracles. I guess so, Ash, maybe. Okay, Maddie, wherever you are, here's your reading. So, spirit angels and guides, please come through for Maddie. Spirit angels and guides, please come through for Maddie. Messages for Maddie at this time. Messages for Maddie. All right, Maddie, we got we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Two of Cups, and then the Five of Swords. So I almost feel like you're giving yourself too hard of a time on the way things, like, especially when it comes to like new projects or new ideas, they're not like quite taking off the way maybe you want them to. And I feel like there's an instant like a criticism of the self or like getting down on yourself. That doesn't have to happen. The Two of Cups in the center definitely says there's someone else you can kind of rely on or bounce things off of that would gladly help if you only asked. So there you go, my dear. Yeah, see, that's how I am, Rabbit. I can get very like meditative. And there's been times on a rare occasion I even like with my eyes closed, I've seen a few things, but not like full on things. You hear what I'm saying? So I definitely can relate to that. So I really do believe that some people are just more adept to be prone to hypnosis than others. I think it's that simple, honestly. And HP, that's its feelings towards H. No contact. All right, so spirit, angels, and guides. What are S's feelings towards H? They have no contact. What is H's feelings or S's feelings towards H? The magician in reverse. So I would think that they believe that there's something that you're not telling them, or there's some facade, there's some fakeness coming through, or that they feel is coming through. Like they don't believe you in some sense, or they're skeptical. Hello, T-Rex. Good to see you. General for a star reading? Yeah, I'll pull yours right now, Lovey. All right. And H, I did answer your question, Lovey. Don't spam the chat. Don't do it. All right. And please, H, if you haven't subscribed, do so. All right, so Spirit Angels and Guides, please go through for T-Rex. General messages for T-Rex at the time. General messages for T-Rex at this time. I was just thinking about you the other day, T-Rex. I hope you're doing well. What else is coming through for T-Rex? What's been going on with you? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so the Sun in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Five of Swords. It feels like drama is afoot, or something has left you kind of feeling defeated or upset. Frustrated is definitely coming through. So I think the message is to kind of let go of whatever you're holding on to in regards to the foundation of either a relationship, a problem, or an issue, whatever the case may be. There is like a message to let go of that in order to find a little bit more happiness right now. And it could also be that sometimes we just don't have good days, and that's okay. So there you go, Lovey. Misfit, how are you? Misfit. Thank you for my balloons. Do your reading as well. Of course you may, Rabbit. Go ahead, Lovey. You don't even have to ask. All right, so Spirit Angels and Guides, please come through for Misfit. Spirit Angels and Guides, messages for Misfit today. What can Misfit expect today? What can Misfit expect today? All right, what else? For Misfit, messages for Misfit today. So we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Love this card. And then we have the Page of Swords, but in the reverse. So there's a message here. Like I almost feel like there's envy coming off of somebody that's around you. It could be a coworker, could be a friend, could be family. I'm vibing more friend or coworker, honestly, but it definitely could be family as well. They definitely feel younger than you. And it feels like there's a little bit of like almost attitude they're giving you, kind of. The Nine of Cups, so I feel like there's envy your way. They're wishing like they had what you had, or that there's something, something within your energy that they really crave or want. So the message is, haters gonna hate, literally. So stay in your own happy space if you need to. Okay, great question. Oh, I got my cue cards nearby too. Hold on, Rabbit. Spirit, angels, and guides, please come through for Rabbit. Spirit angels and guides. Rabbit, is it more or less likely that Rabbit will make it to Dollywood to meet everybody? Is it more or less likely? I'd say yes. Yes, yes, and yes, my dear. More than likely than less likely. Don't be sorry, you're good, Phyllis. Okay, T-Rex. And thank you, T-Rex. Appreciate it.
I think we got a super chat. 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 Super chat.
Thank you again, T-Rex. All right. So has Jay's attitude / feelings towards me changed? Or what are, hold on. Has Jay's attitude, feelings changed towards me? Okay, that was the question. Silly me. All right, the spirit angels and guides. Please come through for T-Rex. T-Rex, hold on, let me fix these real quick. Silly ghost. Or not ghost, goat. Silly goat. Words are hard. All right, so spirit angels and guides. Please come for T-Rex. T-Rex would like to know, has Jay's attitude and feelings changed towards T-Rex? Have they changed towards T-Rex? If so, how have they changed? His attitude and feelings. This is intriguing. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Strength in reverse. And then it's like a bonus card, the Eight of Pentacles popped out. So I gotta say, yeah. And I'm almost apprehensive about it a little bit. It feels like they want like a second chance at something, maybe relationship wise, honestly. Strength in reverse does indicate though that they're not ready for it maybe at this time, or that they're displaying that they're not ready in some way. They might have like maybe a little bit of attitude, or like they're going through a sadness. Something like that is kind of coming through. However, though, I think, yeah, their feelings definitely have changed. And the Eight of Pentacles talks about being willing to work on it. So there you go. Not 17 degrees. I know everywhere is so cold right now. Seriously. All right, guys. If you have any more paid for questions, get them in now, please. And thank you. I'm going to put the banner up, but if you have another one, go ahead and send it in. Wow, intriguing. Color me intrigued, T-Rex. Okay. So Miami Spice, Spirit Angels and Guides. Please come through for Miami. Spirit Angels and Guides. For Miami Spice. Messages for Miami at this time. Messages for Miami Spice. Six of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. I feel like there's a message here of giving, of charity, especially in regards to family. If there's a family member who needs something and you're able to help them, provide, you're encouraged to do so. It does feel like a closeness too that maybe you haven't felt for a while with a certain family member or just family in general. So there you are, my dear. Oh, Phyllis, good question. So spirit angels and guides. Please go through for Phyllis. Phyllis would like to know, why did her and the Sagittarius have that huge misunderstanding? Why did Phyllis and the Sagittarius have that huge misunderstanding? I honestly feel like Ten of Wands is saying stress. Whether you had stress, he had stress, you both had stress, but a lot of one or both of you was kind of carrying a lot around at the time. So there you go, lovey. Both gotcha, Phyllis. Okay, I'm gonna do a timestamp for Lady V right now. One. All right, so spirit angels and guides, please come through for Lady V. Messages for Lady V at this time. For Lady V at this time. Messages for Lady V. Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the Five of Wands, but in the reverse. So there's a message here to kind of distance yourself from any drama. Drama within like a group, whether it's friends, coworkers, etc. You're really being called to go after the things that you're passionate about right now, the things that you honestly want to do. So there you go, lovey. Casey, have I heard that name before? Can't even remember. Okay, let's see. So, spirit angels and guides, please come through for T-Rex. We'll start first with the answer question. Right for yes, first for no. T-Rex would like to know, are things pretty much over with Casey? And get reverse for no and upright for yes. So we have an upright for yes. And then we'll look at this for kind of explanation. The Magician and Temperance. I almost vibe like their focus was elsewhere. I gotta be honest, because I don't necessarily pick up anything like negative or bad, or that they feel like your focus was elsewhere, or maybe you're both kind of going in opposite directions. But yeah, I don't pick up anything that's like totally bad or anything like that. But definitely just in different directions in life right now. So there you are, my lovey. Thank you, Maddie. And whenever Maddie drops links, I encourage you guys to sub up to one another. It's free 99. Okay, so I got a few more timestamps. And then we'll get into oracles. Oops, ignore that one. Oopsie daisies. Oh my gosh, I'm about to do it again. Fudge me. What is up with my freaking fat finger? Beautiful's not getting a reading. No, just kidding. All right. Have a good night, Lovey. Thank you again. Appreciate you. All right. So for beautifully inappropriate, this is your message. Spirit angels and guides. Please come through for beautiful. Spirit angels and guides. Please come through for beautiful inappropriate. Spirit angels and guides. Please come through for beautifully inappropriate. Messages for beautiful. Messages for beautiful today. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Very nice energy. So I feel like there is a victory. This is similar to Mel's reading, but a little different. I think that in regards to like starting fresh in a relationship or even renewing an old relationship, whether it's a friendship, romance, maybe with a coworker, it definitely feels like things are beginning again or they're beginning to heal, which is really good. So there you go, my dear. Yes, lovely. Of course. Go ahead, sweetie. And thank you. And thank you, lovely. Go ahead and type your question whenever you're ready. All right. So spirit angels and guides. Please come through for Vicky T. Messages for Vicky T today. Messages for Vicky T. All right, so we have King of Cups and the Moon in reverse. So I would say it feels like there's something kind of being revealed to you today, either about yourself or someone that you're close to that you may look up to. Not in a bad way. It's just like kind of like a revealing or something. You're finding out something about someone you have an emotional connection with that perhaps you didn't know about them before. So there you go. The question is, I wanted to ask if I will be pregnant by the summertime. Gotcha. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to start with the cue cards and then I'll grab a few of the tarot, okay? All right, spirit angels and guides. Please come through for Lovely. Lovely would like to know, is she more or less likely to be pregnant by the summer? By this summer, more or less likely to be pregnant? I'm going to say you actually have like a higher chance than not, actually. So I'm going to say it's a leaning more towards yes. And then I'll ask if there's anything else about that. Any other messages about Lovely being pregnant by the summer? Being pregnant by the summer. Ten of Swords in reverse. Five of Pentacles. So, if you are pregnant by the end of the summer, then we got Death in reverse. You know what? I'm vibing like you might get pregnant by the end of the summer. Like it's really up in the air, but it's feeling more like you will. It almost feels like it's going to be like really, really towards the end of the summer, like almost fall if it is at that time. And it does feel like by that time, I wonder if like you're going to be like resources might be bad at that time, or you could be in between jobs. But there is a message here saying if you do end up pregnant at that time, know that you have help. You just have to ask. Like there is assistance for you, however you may need it, whether it's emotional, monetarily, whatever the case may be. There is help for you. You just have to ask, so to speak. So there you go. All right, we got one more timestamp, and then we'll hit the oracles, y'all. Lovely. If you haven't been here for the oracles, I encourage you to hang out until I do the oracles. So, Moose, you'll be my last timestamp. My love you. Thank you. I appreciate you too, lovely. Okay, so Moose, my Moose. Spirit angels and guides. Messages for Moose today. Spirit angels and guides. Scripture for Moose. Messages for Moose today. The Fool. Moose, you are encouraged to take a leap of faith today. Do not dip the toe in. Instead, do a cannonball. You're being encouraged to have blind faith, to take a big risk, or to restart in matters that maybe you might feel apprehensive about, but things are in your favor. Fate's in your favor with this card. So there you go, lovey. All right, guys. So I'm going to go get the oracles for tonight. I will be right back. I'll put on some music for you while y'all wait. I'll put on Moose's astrological video he made me to for the astrology class. All right, BRB. All right, everybody, time for the oracles, and I am using the talisman. Whoops, man down. Talisman oracle tonight. So, if you've never been here for the oracles, welcome. Also, if you ever want to check the lives and you want like just a message for yourself, a channel message, you can always go to the end of all of my lives and go to the oracles. I usually timestamp them, and you can have a channel message without even having to be here. So, just an FYI. Now, for everyone that's here, as always, there's 3 cards, 3 options in front of you, and a charm on each one. So, card number 1 over here to the left has a little teacup charm. A little teacup, a little baby teacup. Card number 2 here in the center has the yin and yang sign. Yin and yang charm. And last but not least, over here to the right is a star. And on the star it says, just for you. It's so tiny. Look, you probably can't even read it. Let's see. Oh, perhaps. There we go. So you're going to go ahead and choose between the teacup, the yin and yang sign, or the star. And of course, if you're drawn to more than one, I would say listen to both. Listen to both messages, take what resonates, leave the rest. However, if you do want like a more specific reading, I would say it is better to hone in on one. But if you are drawn to more than one, then by all means, listen to both readings. So, all right. Rabbit's going with the teacup. Very cute. Appropriate. Thank you, Maddie. Rabbit, don't you like teacup sets and stuff like that, Rabbit? You do? I just remembered that too. How adorable. Hello, and if you want, after the oracles, I could do one reading for you. I don't know how much you paid, but if not, let me know, or you could save it for tomorrow. However you want to do it. You're good, Lovey. Yes, you collect teacups. That's what it was. Okay, I remember. All right. 2 questions. If you want to type them in now, I guess I'll get to them after the oracles. Okay, Lovey? So those of you that chose the teacup, those of you that chose the first card with the teacup, you guys have, you're welcome, sweetie, no problem. The card of defense. Those of you that chose the teacup. So defense. Watch out for competition in a personal or professional context. It's time to defend your current position, but you should have no problem doing so. While it's flattering that others strive for your success, this creates a harsh environment, and it becomes difficult to lead within this dynamic. You are fierce, and when you want something, you go for it. Try to understand where others are coming from, but do establish clear boundaries. Focus on the solution of the issue and defend your ground and ignore the empty chatter that could fuel the needless drama. And then your affirmation at the bottom says, I am unbreakable because I am at peace. I am unbreakable because I am at peace. Very nice. All right. Now, for those of you that chose the second card, or card number 2 with the yin and yang charm, this will be your oracle reading. You guys have banish a curse. This card doesn't show up very often, I have to say. Banish a curse. Banish a curse. This card can symbolize unfair treatment towards you. A person who has a strong influence in your life has mistreated you or fails to see your point of view. The actions of others speak for their misalignment, not yours. You have the power to choose how that impacts you. Your worth does not change based on other people's state of mind. The pain or misunderstandings can disappear if you decide not to internalize that negativity. Dwelling over what has been said means reliving the hurtful emotion and letting it control your actions. It's time to take a step back and allow the new positive energy to embrace you. Think of what you can learn from this experience and know that karma has your back. And then your affirmation at the bottom says, I am honest and I am worthy. I am honest and worthy. So that was for everybody that chose the second card, or card number 2. And now, last but not least, those of you that chose the star. Those of you that chose the star. It says just for you on there. Financial security. Nice. I want that one. Who doesn't though, right? Okay, so financial security. You're about to experience great rewards or success concerning financial security. This card can indicate a sudden blessing or the feeling of finally advancing in your career. Complete success in a financial partnership lies ahead. You will be lucky in your investments and won't have to worry about your lifestyle. This doesn't mean you can be reckless with your spending, but it's time to treat yourself a little. There are 4 moons in this card, indicating the results you seek are not instantaneous, but your deliberate, calculated risks will turn out favorable, as 4 is the number of stability. And then your mantra at the bottom says, I am strategic. I am strategic. So there you all go for the oracles. And give me just a second, and I'm going to grab a tarot deck again. One sec. Okay, is Jay on that habit again on stalking people she hates? Like, is she looking at my profile? Okay. Does she feel, how does she feel about where I am right now then? All right, so spirit angels and guides, and would like to know, has Jay been spying on her social media profile? Stuff like that. Has Jay been spying on her social media profile? Or been looking through it? Judgment and the 8 of Pentacles. So that's a nice firm yes. And how did she feel about where Anne's at right now? So the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and then the 8 of Swords in reverse. So I think they think that you're worried a little bit too much. They do feel like you are like in a stable position for sure, that you're more stable than you have been. There does seem to really like they feel like maybe that, I don't know if it's them or you, there is this like disconnect in regards to family or something like that. But for the most part, I'd say they think pretty positive of you. So there you go, Anne. And yes, they have been looking at your profile, your social media stuff. And next one. And thank you, Anne. Like Matt said, thank you for supporting the channel. Okay, will this be the year? A year of becoming popular in the online community I'm in. Good question. All right, so spirit angels and guides. Please and Anne would like to know, will this be the year she becomes more popular in her online community this year? So what's going on this year? Her popularity in her online community. I'd say you have a nice, strong yes here, okay? With one caveat, with one exception, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups in reverse is about negative thinking. As long as you can curb the negative thinking or the negative thoughts, and this even includes down talking yourself or saying bad things about yourself. Anything like that, I feel like will kind of dampen what is possible for you this year, because we have the King of Wands, which really is a card of the entrepreneur. A really fantastic card in regards to something like that. And Prince of Cups, another very charming, charismatic card that's coming through. So I think this is highly possible that this could be your year. The message is to curb the negative thinking or the negative self-talk, anything like that. So there you go, my dear. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for tonight. I will be back same time, same place tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you very, very much. If you guys haven't, please hit the like on the way out and subscribe if you haven't done so already.